Day 10. Strength in Togetherness. The morning of the 10th day arrived with the gentle hum of birdsong and the fresh scent of dew on the grass. The camp had settled into a rhythm, and despite the ever-present challenges of their new world, a sense of peace lingered in the air. Amora awoke nestled beside Ethan, their bodies warmed by the fire that had burned low overnight. The closeness they'd developed over the last few days had brought them a new sense of security. They were a team, and no matter what the world threw at them, they were stronger together. Ethan stirred beside her, his arm draping lazily over her waist. "Good morning," he whispered, his voice still husky with sleep. "Morning," Amora replied, a smile tugging at her lips. She turned to face him, her hand lightly brushing a lock of hair from his forehead. "I still can't believe we're here." Ethan smiled, his hand trailing up her back. "I know, but I'm glad we're here together. It makes all of this bearable." They lingered in the warmth of each other's company for a while longer before finally pulling themselves out of their shared cocoon. As they moved about the camp, the others slowly rose, beginning their daily tasks. Naira, Talon, and Lyra were already talking quietly about plans to strengthen the perimeter and improve their weaponry. The looming threat of the creatures they'd encountered made it clear that survival required constant vigilance. The bond between Amora and Ethan did not go unnoticed. Myra, one of the quieter members of the group, had been watching them with a mix of admiration and longing. The connection they shared seemed so effortless, so genuine. She wondered if such a thing was possible in a world so filled with uncertainty. "Are you two ever apart anymore?" Myra asked teasingly, walking over to Amora with a playful smirk. Amora chuckled. "You jealous?" Myra smiled softly. "Maybe a little. But I'm happy for you both. It's nice to see something good come out of all this." As they worked side by side, Amora found herself reflecting on Myra's words. Their connection was good, but the intensity of their bond sometimes scared her. What if something happened to Ethan? What if this fragile piece shattered? She shook the thoughts from her mind, knowing she had to focus on the present. They had too much to do to let fear take over. The day moved forward with relative ease. Ethan and Amora worked on reinforcing the shelter's walls while the others scouted for food. As the sun began to dip toward the horizon, the camp settled around the fire for another quiet evening. But as the firelight flickered across their faces, Amora couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. She glanced around at the others, sensing a strange tension in the air. Myra was unusually quiet, her eyes darting nervously toward the edge of the camp. Lyra, always the most confident of the group, seemed distracted, his gaze fixed on the darkening forest. "Everything okay?" Ethan asked, noticing her unease. Amora hesitated, unsure how to explain the strange sensation in her gut. "I'm not sure. Something feels different tonight." Ethan frowned, his eyes scanning the camp. "We'll keep an eye out." The evening passed without incident, but the feeling of unease lingered in the back of Amora's mind as they drifted off to sleep.